Hey, this is Paul from 98 Fiancé, and this is the Dominic Natty Show.
When was the last time that you were in court, and can you give us an update on the outcome?
Everything's still in court right now. Hopefully, everything will be adjudicated and done this month, hopefully, and things get figured out. Um, we're hoping for the best right now. But the kids look like they'll be moving to my family or my mother's house, so they'll be there for a while me and Karine figure out what we want to do in life. They'll at least be with family.
They're currently in foster care, and then at this moment, right?
They may, I haven't gotten in touch with my family yet. They may have already moved. I don't know.
When was the last time you saw your children?
Oh, God, I saw Pierre July 1st when I took him. When the whole thing went down, I took him back to my parents. Um, that was the last day I actually physically saw him.
What about Ethan? Like, I mean, do you see him a lot?
I saw Ethan before I originally left on the work trip. I went to my mom's house to take both children to leave them there. Um, Ethan's really good. He's a really good kid. He doesn't have bad separation anxiety. Pierre has separation anxiety. He had came out. He made a huge scene outside. That's why I took Pierre with me when I left because he was just extremely upset and he really wanted to go. So I called the guy I was doing the work for. He said it'd be fine. We work it out. We did. Just couldn't do as much work because I was focused on him all the time. But Ethan, it was the last day I saw him was that day. That was June. Back in June. Yeah, early June when I saw him. When I actually physically saw him, yeah. Because I've been out taking care of things and doing a lot of work, remotely. So I haven't seen Ethan in person in a long time.
And is there any question? If did you is there any DNA test that was done? Ethan, do you feel like Ethan is definitely your child?
I think it's a very good chance Ethan's mine. We had some tests ran in Brazil, and the test pretty much leaned toward that. So I strongly believe Ethan is my child. I mean, Pierre obviously is my child, but I think Ethan's genetically my child. I think.
You
I
had
have
some
no. I mean,
tests
I
done,
don't.
and
I
they
don't think I
weren't.
can doubt that.
What do you mean you had tests done and they weren't conclusive?
They were. We had some tests run, and from what they gathered in the test, Ethan has a very high probability of being my child. So I believe Ethan's my kid.
Why are they in foster? Like, what is the reasoning that they were they taken away from you guys?
Okay. I originally had full custody granted to me. I had him since the end of December. I was granted custody by the courts in January. What happened was Karine was staying with somebody, and she was also like her approved CPS supervisor. She was allowed to see the kids with her, weekend overnights, things like that. Well, Karine and her had a falling out, so she was like no longer the picture. Well, they never got another approved supervisor. There was complications, so like 6 weeks went by when she didn't even get visits, and I felt sympathy for her. I felt sympathy for the kids. So I had originally against court orders, we had made arrangements and let her see the kids.
You said that Karine was living with someone else. Is that what you said?
She was. Right now, she's not living there anymore. She moved out of there when she kicked her out. She moved into her program. She's in a program where they gave her a house free. They gave her a free house. It's a nice house. This thing is like 3 levels. It's huge. She gets all of her bills paid and taken care of. So she's set up. She quit her job, moved in that house. So she's able to relax, don't have to worry about work, don't have to worry about paying bills. From my understanding, they're going to give her a car. So then she'll have a car. I guess they pay for her car and her car insurance. I mean, then she told me after I gave her all the furniture in my house, she's like, oh, yeah, the program was going to give me all new furniture, but I didn't want to wait 2 weeks. Oh, okay. If she does everything the court says, she will have the opportunity to have the children potentially in the next 6 to 8 months. So 6 to 8 months, you could have them there, and like I said, she can relax. She can stay at home, not worry about bills. She can focus on the kids 24/7, be a stay-home mom, and they'll take care of all of her stuff for her.
She's in a program right now for what? Abused women? Is that what this like? Why is she getting all this free stuff?
Because she says she's a victim of human trafficking.
Because what?
She's a victim of human trafficking, she said. She's claiming that she's a victim of human trafficking. So as a victim of human trafficking, they give her all this free stuff.
Who trafficked her?
Uh, I'm not getting into it, man. We were on a television show. We were on a TV show for 4 years. So, I mean, apparently she's a victim of human trafficking. I won't get into it, but someone else took her in there. The claims were made that she was, came to America and everything else, and she was human trafficked and things against her
By
will
who?
and all this stuff. So, apparently, that was one of the claims. Apparently, yeah. It's a federal government program that is the Catholic charities help her with it, but it's a federally funded program.
Federally
So,
funded
to my
program.
understanding, anyway, to my understanding, it's a federally funded program, and the charities group of the Catholic Charities of Louisville implement it, and they help her with it. So they basically go in and check on her, make sure she's not doing anything crazy, make sure she don't have like a bunch of people in the house.
She's not a victim of human trafficking, right? So I mean, that's supposed
I
to go
mean,
to.
I don't know, man. I don't know. You haven't got that far. We were on a TV show for 4 years. So, I mean, we've had a camera crew so far up our wazoo for a long time. So, I mean,
Yeah.
it's beyond me. I don't know. When she moved into that house, she left her job over there in Indiana, and she was stressed. There were some incidents with that job. Unfortunately, she told me about, and I told her she can't do it. You can't let your weekend life interfere with your work life. And so she was stressed out a little bit too. So she left that job. But at the house, she was looking for work at first, and then I guess she kind of realized. I mean, she can focus on more of the programs and stuff for the kids, and not worry about working. So
She wasn't faithful to you, right? I mean, was she always seeing other men throughout your marriage?
our entire relationship, it was that way. And and that's what got frustrated for me because these other guys she date, they would say the same thing. Oh my God, she cheated on me. Da 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 da. Like they're calling me, like complaining to me, like I'm surprised. I'm like, I'm not really surprised. I mean, she's gonna, even when we were married, like, she cheated on me. I was like, we're still legally married.
Her boyfriends would call you, the husband, and say, "I think that she's cheating on me." They would go to you
Oh no,
for.
they found out she was cheating on him, and they'd complain to me about it, and that she was cheating on me and everything else. She's cheating on me now, just like she cheated on you. I was like, I'm thinking the whole time we're still married. I'm like, yeah, like she cheated on me. Right, right, right. Yeah, like she cheated on me. Okay, all right, that's fine. Yeah, it's whatever. And I've had several guys call me and do that whole thing, like they're surprised, like, oh my God, she cheated on me.
And why are they calling
You
you then?
know,
For someone to have
I
companionship?
guess they like feel somebody that might be like supportive, I guess, or somebody might be able to sympathize with them. But it's like they knew what they were getting into when they got in their relationship. I mean, the main thing was they were getting out of it. They were getting what they really wanted their relationship, and they got what they wanted, and they got that.
Is she claiming that you tried to murder her? Is that true?
There were some accusations she tried to say that she feared that I was going to murder her, and she feared things like that. There were some things that happened that I went over there to check on her, and then she tackled me, things and else, and then everybody's asked me to bite on her arm and everything else that happened. She had jumped in the car. She had grabbed the steering wheel and started taking the steering wheel and pushing it toward oncoming traffic. So I'm trying to hold on the steering wheel with two hands. She's trying to pull on oncoming traffic. So at that point, I bit her arm. I bit her arm to get her off the steering wheel. She then got out of the car and she walked. She finally got out of the car and she walked back home. Finally, at that point, that was the last time. I was like, at that point, I was done. I didn't see her anything past that. After that day, I did not see her in person at all.
So you're driving, she's stressed, flipping out, you guys are fighting, and she starts pushing the steering wheel to push you into oncoming traffic.
She grabbed the steering wheel. At that point, I bit her arm.
You
So
bit her arm to get her to
that
the
was a
house.
problem.
Okay.
Huh?
But you're saying that she
That's
was
a problem.
pushing so that you would be in oncoming traffic on your side.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Uh,
So at that point, it's not bitter, which of course, that getting out and complaining everything else is of course a violation of both of our, domestic violence orders and everything else. So we weren't supposed to be around each other with the orders in place. So that was a serious problem with the whole situation.
okay. Gotcha.
And then when she said the bite, she said he assaulted me because he bit me. I mean, I didn't want to go in oncoming traffic at that point in time. I was scared, I mean, what are you going to do? If someone's grabbing your steering wheel, they're grabbing your steering wheel, you got both hands on the wheel, and you're holding on, and and their arm is in your face as they're grabbing your steering wheel, what are you going to do? I
Bite
think
them.
a lot of people probably, yeah, a lot of people's going to bite
I
them.
don't know. I don't know the situation.
Yeah, the situation. It's like if you're driving in the car and you got both hands on the steering wheel and you got somebody that's got their arm is like literally in your face as they're trying to pull your wheel into oncoming traffic. What are you going to do? Probably going to bite them.
So you couldn't slam on the brakes. It wasn't that type of situation. Like it was like where you, or was that just not cross your mind? Just
I didn't want someone to, I didn't want people to hit me in the rear end either.
how much was it that you made from OnlyFans? Was there a total
Like $200,000.
$200,000 over the course of how long?
12 months.
Did you share that money since you were involved, or was it just her money?
And she took the money. She took her family to first class to Rio. She spent a month at Disney World Resort. She bought a house in Brazil, all brand new appliances. Pretty much all the money, almost all the money from OnlyFans ended up being bought either from that, things she wanted to do, buying stuff in Brazil, a lot of Fashion Nova. She bought like $500 to $800 in Fashion Nova a week for a long time. I mean, there was so much Fashion Nova packages coming to my house. It was insane. If you see videos of her clothes, she had literally like $500 to $800 packages coming in Fashion Nova. It was crazy. So she pretty much got to do whatever she wanted. She always had the newest iPhone, newest Apple Watch. She was able to, like I said, go out and do what she wanted. Pierre's birthday party was like, I think about 5,000 American for everything, all said and done, something like that. The entire trip to Rio, her buying the house. She bought a very nice house in Tocantins. She bought a very nice house in the city center. It's all concrete, fully air conditioned, all the newest, latest, greatest appliances. She's able to do a vacation with her family to Rio. We vacationed to Disney World. We were in Disney World Resort for a month. A month. She bought every single thing she wanted, like anything she wanted, she bought. And she was able to, eat whatever she wanted, get what she wanted. You have any idea how expensive it is just for the hotel alone to be in Disney World for a month? Jesus Christ. No, I gave, like I said, her legal team asked for the bank, where the money is. I'm like, here's the bank records. Go through it. Look for yourself. See where the money went. Now, here's all the bank records. Acting like I had like this money hidden or something somewhere. I'm like, no, she literally spent it all. I mean, it's all in the bank records. I don't have like a big thing of money hidden. Or like, oh, he's got money. He maybe hid it in Brazil. What's this? What's that? I was like, no, that was the money sent to Brazil when she bought the house. What are you talking about? No. I still owe about $30,000 on my vehicle. So I could have easily paid that off. I mean, $200,000, I could have easily took some of that money and paid that car off in full. Not any of that money went to principal in my car. Only, like I said, I made the car payment, anything else. There's not a penny of OnlyFans money that ever went to the principal of my vehicle. Never happened. And that was one thing I wish, because she promised me. It's like, oh, we're going to take the money, we're going to pay off your car. Great, that's wonderful. I was excited. Never happened.
If Karine made $200,000 in a year of OnlyFans, why would she stop?
Because of the allegations and everything else going on, Karine's visa appointment got canceled, and that's all kind of still pending. But things like that and making those type of allegations allows her to get free stuff and the free programs. Now, she could actually make more money and take everything else on her own doing other things, but she's decided, she wants to, her friends, everything started this path and they started this thing and these allegations. And that's the path they went down. So if she was to go back on OnlyFans, obviously it would make all her current and other allegations proven false, which could in turn possibly make her have to pay back all the money that the program has paid, which cause more issues in situations, or the fact of making false allegations and everything else. There's a lot of things into it.
Does OnlyFans lead to like prostitution, where the people contact her and offer her money to have sex with them?
To my knowledge, any person that she did do anything with, she did not have a financial exchange. She was doing things because she wanted to do things. What she did with her body was her choice. And that was one thing I always told her. What she does with her body is her choice. She wants to go out and do something with somebody else with her body, that's her choice. My rule was don't ever have the kids around and don't ever have them come anywhere near where the kids are living at. That was my big things with that. But like I said, what she does with her body is her choice and whatever. Didn't like it, but her body, her choice. But just don't have them around the kids and don't have them, near where the kids are living at. That's my big thing.
Okay. But do you know of any acts like that where someone paid to have sex with her?
I do not have any official evidence of like an actual transaction or anything like that.
But are you suspicious that did happen, or?
I don't want to think about it.
You don't want to think about it.
I don't want to think about it, man. I mean, if she's able to, I'm just saying, if she doesn't have a job and she's able to make money to buy other things from whatever source she's doing right now, that's her business, I guess. A lot of people requested to have Karine put on a strap on and fuck me in the ass. That was like a big one, people wanted to see happen. There was a lot of things, a lot of people wanted to do like 3 ways and things like that. And I'm not saying that she was definitely not against that, but I mean, I was kind of like I mean, where she was like, okay, this is okay. I'm kind of like, I didn't know exactly how I would feel about, um, the type of three-way situations they were talking about originally. I was kind of, yeah, I don't know. I'm still up in debate on that, on the whole thing. She had been in that type of situation before. She was okay with it, but I was kind of like on the fence. I wasn't totally against it, but I was on the fence. Still trying to figure things out.
Three-way with a guy or a girl?
I mean, three with a girl, I wouldn't have a problem with. I mean,
Oh, they wanted a
she's
three-way.
talking about, a
Yeah.
random guy in there, and I'm like, I wasn't quite sure what to expect. So, and a lot of people want to see that and everything too. And I'm kind of like, don't know about that. Not really know about that. I'm not sure. I'm not quite sure about the whole situation because I never know what's going to happen, what's going to expect, or what's all going to go down. Kind of random. It's like, I don't know. I'm on the fence. I'm not against it, but I'm like on the fence on that one. I'm just going to leave that kind of, on there, kind of wobbling back and forth. Leave it leave
Are,
that at
are you
that.
bisexual?
Mm, I'll just no. I'm gonna leave that no comment.
Oh,
No comment right now on that one. But no, no I just I won't get into that. No,
you've
I'll leave
tried
that
it.
alone.
Have you tried some things with guys?
I mean, there's some shit that happened in my way past youth, but that was back in my way elder, like my way youth times. So I'll just leave that alone.
Are you
That was a whole
experimenting
different
that?
thing.
Okay.
No, there was some weird shit happened back in my youth, but I'll just leave that alone.
What did you ever do with your miscarried baby? Is it still in the refrigerator, or did you have a
No,
separate?
no. Karine's mom threw it in the trash.
So you kept it in the refrigerator for 3 years?
Yeah, it was there before we got a chance to bury it. It got thrown in the trash. Yeah, we never got a chance to go back to Tonnenchines. We had so many things going on, so we didn't get a chance to get back there.
Why did she throw it in the trash?
Unfortunately, the unborn child was a casualty of the refrigerator getting cleaned out. So it was accidental, but it happened. But it's things happen.
Things happen.